So Pakistan is set to see major protests today, the 24th of November, as Imran Khan's party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, makes a major play to put pressure on the existing government of Pakistan led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. This is happening all while former Prime Minister Imran Khan, the leader of the PTI, languishes in jail. He's been in jail for a very long time at this point in time. But what's happening today in Pakistan, the big news is that large protests are expected in Islamabad. Imran Khan making this massive final call for nationwide protests to oppose, first of all, the elections which the PTI sees as stolen, which happened in February earlier this year. It was the PTI, of course, prior to that was banned from contesting as a political party, so its members had to contest as independents. Still, its elected members turned out to be the largest party in parliament, but they say that the election was stolen. They have talked about the unjust arrest of people, as well as the passing of certain constitutional amendment bills. So to oppose all of these things, to oppose the broader crackdown on the PTI, and to oppose what the PTI sees as the broader illegitimacy of the current government of Pakistan led by Shehbaz Sharif, backed by the Pakistani military, Imran Khan has called this massive protest in Islamabad, which is Pakistan's capital. It is set for today, and if you have been tracking Pakistani media at all, or you are interested in what's happening in Pakistan, this has been the key event that a lot of people have been tracking, this showdown on the 24th of November today between the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and the government of Pakistan. You know, the broader setting to all of this, before I explain to you what is exactly expected to happen today, let's just talk about the broader setting, which is that at this point in time, the government of Pakistan is weak. It is extremely unpopular, both because of economic mismanagement. Inflation is high. Pakistan's economy has seen very little turnaround. So the reputation of the government has suffered greatly. The reputation of the government has also suffered because of major terrorism and national security crises. There have been massive terror attacks in Pakistan in the last couple of weeks and months. There was also religious violence that took place very recently, just a day or two ago, and now more than 50 people have been killed in this sectarian violence. That is between, of course, Shias and Sunnis. That is also, creating this portrayal image of a government that has lost control of the country because of terrorism and national security. You also have a situation where many people, in fact, believe in the narrative that Pakistan, that the PTI, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, has talked about for much of the last year, which is that the election in February was stolen, that the present government is not as legitimate as it claims to be, and of course the leaders of this government at this point in time happen to be deeply unpopular, whereas Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, who was of course removed from office, has entered into a situation where he is the most popular politician in Pakistan. So at this point in time, the coalition, the government that rules Pakistan, is teetering. It is supported by the military, but it is widely seen to have lost control of key issues like the economy, like terrorism, like national security. And now you have Imran Khan, who is the country's most popular politician, making this major play for power, making this major play to show down and have a stare down with the government, assert the power of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, his party, his own personal popularity, to put pressure on an already diminished government. So we've explained some of the background to what is happening exactly in Pakistan. Now we'll talk to you a little bit about what is expected to happen today. You're expected to see massive protests by people coming from all over, PTI supporters of Imran Khan, who are going to arrive in Islamabad, Pakistan's capital, to put pressure on the government of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. In anticipation of these protests, there have been strict lockdown measures placed in Islamabad. There have been blocked roads, partially suspended internet services. 22,000 security personnel have been deployed by the Pakistani government to ensure law and order and security. In fact, we tried to get some Pakistani journalists to join us on this live to explain to us what's going on. And in fact, many of them told us that, look, we have a situation where the internet in Pakistan, because of suspension services and so on and so forth, is not good enough for us to appear on this interview with you. So that's an indication of what exactly is happening in terms of restriction of internet services to ensure law and order in Pakistan. The Islamabad High Court has also said that these planned protests are unlawful. It has directed the government to ensure that any PTI supporters arriving there are to prevent the gatherings of these PTI supporters. Despite these restrictions, the PTI, the party, its leadership is very, very clear that it wants to proceed with the protests. It has called for protests not just in Islamabad but across the country as well. So you're seeing really what I was talking about, which is a stare down where the PTI is mobilizing its popular support, the popularity of Imran Khan on the ground to challenge this very, very beleaguered government that is currently in charge in Pakistan. So this is a major move. Of course, we've also had a situation where the National Counterterrorism Authority has come out. It has issued alerts regarding terrorism. Section 144 has been imposed in particular parts of Pakistan. So really the Pakistan establishment and its government are doing what they can to ensure that there is minimal disruption that takes place, that law and order is maintained, and that the protests are disrupted, because really even they understand that this is, if the PTI is able to succeed, is able to ensure massive protests, overwhelm security forces, then it will be a major victory for Imran Khan, who is still currently in jail. He's sitting in Adiala jail, and that will mean that the tenuous grip on power that the current government has, backed by the military again, will continue to weaken. So that is something that we're going to see. There is going to be a high likelihood of political violence. We understand that if authorities try to disrupt crowds, there may be political violence, and so that is something that is going to go on. But that is where we are right now. Imran Khan, who's been in jail since May of 2023, he was arrested on several corruption charges, convicted, then some of those convictions were overturned, continues to face legal trouble, continues to be in jail. His PTI party has also been heavily attacked by the Pakistani state. Then, of course, the Pakistani courts have restored some measure of right to the PTI, removed some bans and so on them. But that is the situation that we have right now, that we will continue to track throughout the course of the day. But we wanted to give you a clear sense of what is expected to happen today, November 24th. You are hearing a lot of Pakistani commentators talking about this massive showdown between Imran Khan, the government of Pakistan, what this means potentially for the future of Pakistan if these protests go the way the PTI expects them to. PTI, of course, again, utilizing its massive support on the ground with a large number or large swathes of sections of Pakistan that are unhappy with the situation in Pakistan, that are unhappy with the situation of the state of the economy, the state of national security, what's happening with terrorism, what's happening with religious violence, an unpopular government that is really seen as oligarchic. That seems to be a major concern right now, that the PTI seems to be seizing on in its desire to put pressure on the existing government in Pakistan. So that's what we have for you right now. We are keeping an eye on all our sources of news with our people on the ground who our sources are on the ground, as well as with the Pakistani news as well. We will keep you absolutely updated on this story. What we can tell you right now is that so far it does not seem like massive protests have broken out, but this is a story that is likely to evolve through the course of the day. We will continue to update you. We will continue to bring in some of the best expert voices that are in India as well as in Pakistan, to have a chat with us and explain what exactly is going on, why exactly these November 24th protests are such a big deal. But we wanted to give you just a basic explainer into what is happening, why this matters exactly, and what you are expected to see later in the day, which could be significant amounts of political violence and a significant political showdown between the government of Prime Minister Imran Khan as well as the Pakistani government. Thank you so much for watching us on India Today Global. We will keep you absolutely updated on this story.